Good morning. It's scrapbooking with Lanita time. It's a happy Wednesday. I'm Lanita Medina from Camden, Maine, and I have been a Creative Memories advisor for 34 years. And I just have so much fun with this. And of course, today is another fun day. What I'm going to show you today is a border made with the Borders and Cards recipe template, currently on a promo which ends on March 31 at noon Central Time. That is this Friday. However, what I'm going to show you can work for any of the templates. In fact, I'm going to show you using the current wavy template also. Now, this paper is the Painted Garden collection, which I love, love, love. I'm going to set that one aside. What I am going to show you, what I'm going to make in front of you is with a Super Duper Girl paper. And one of the reasons is because I feel like this may be misnamed. If you look at the colors, these colors go with so many of our collections. The Totally Tonal, or actually the, what is this one? The Tonal Purple Ice, Island Waters, Baby Blue. These all go with that. Set that aside. And also some of our yellows, the summer collection, it just all goes with this. And so I thought, man, we have stickers that go with this and paper. And so combining things is what I really like to do. Just so you know, the Super Duper Girl does have stickers to go with it. And once again, I think today I'm going to use another set of stickers, but just so you know that there are stickers. At my NSD this weekend, somebody was saying, I did not know you had these stickers that go with this, or with girl stuff. Okay, and we do have the Super Duper Boy paper also. Today I'm going to use the girl. All right, so this template has so many uses. Let me just put it on this so you can see. Mainly because of all the squigglies, which is what I like. You can see all the squiggly lines here. And the one I'm going to be working with is this one. Okay, so let's get started. What I'm going to use is this as my little piece back here. This is going to be the middle piece to cut that squiggly with, and then I'll cut, this will be the main part of the page. Okay, so I'm going to put it way up top because then I can save paper, even though this is going to be scooted down. And the other thing about this one, on this one, I did the entire paper all the way across. And I am going to do the same with this one. However, just so you know, if you wanted to do it within this, then you would just need to cut an inch off. In fact, yeah. Well, let's see. Do I want to cut an inch off? No, I'm not going to do it that way. I'm looking, should I, shouldn't I? I'm not going to cut the inch off this time, but you can see there's a ½ inch here and a ½ inch here. So you could literally frame it if you wanted to. Okay, so I am going to use my clips this time because it holds it in place. And when you buy a recipe template, you probably have these clips already. And if you're tracing on a darker piece of paper, you will want to use a pen, a light pen, and we do have those. We have gold and silver, which are nice and light. So I'm going to stick that over there. And what I noticed when I was doing my samples was that these do move because they're plastic, and so I'll move that out of the way. And so that's why I'm clipping it in place. I'm going to trace it exactly as it shows here, and I'm going to do the bottom one here because my next one is going to be the top one, and it just gives a little bit of uniformity to it. But then the advantage to these is that you don't have to be uniform. I'm going to make sure I can see my lines here. And you do need to go easy because these tend to move. When I'm doing it on my own, I will put my hand here, but I wanted you to be able to see. All right, now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to show you some samples, but I'll show you the principle right now. You can turn your template and you can trace here and go all the way to there. You can trace your template part way, move it, and do the rest of the way. There are so many things you can do with this template. All right, so I'm also going to go ahead and trace this one. That way I can just cut everything at once. And this one is going to be, this one is going to be the top one. Now these do, let's just see here. I'm going to do both sides because I want to show you something on that also. So for this one, I'm not going to put the clips on, just so you can see the difference. And I am going to trace the top part. So you can see how it kind of wants to move a little bit, how these want to move. On this template, I really don't think it matters because, it is an offset anyway. So then I'm going to turn this and trace on this side, just so you can see if it mirrors or how it mirrors. Or does it matter what side you trace your template on, depending on what paper? Okay, did you see how it kind of buckled there? That's what I wanted you to see, which is why I use the clips. Some people don't feel like they need the clips, and I just wanted you to see that part. Okay, so I'm just going to cut both. I'm going to cut this one, and this one. Now you may wonder, does the cutting take a long time? It really doesn't. And you'll see a little bit here where my pencil moved. I have one of those erasers that is just an eraser, and it works really well to erase all this. Now if you use a pen, you'll need to cut the printing off or the ink off, or use the other side. All right, so here I'm going to do this. Now I'm only doing this to be able to show you some things with it, because you know, normally I probably wouldn't do two wavy edges like this. These little micro tip scissors, oh, I'm a little close to the camera, huh? Sorry about that. There, that's a little bit better. All right, so that I'm just going to set aside for now, and then have this one and this one, and I will try not to go so close to the camera, although you might want to see the cutting part. Now this line, like I said, doesn't show as much, but I'm going to be using this side of it and not this, so I will cut closer to this side and cut the line off. The other thing to consider is if you use a pen or even a pencil, you know how you do inking or smudging? That can be the beginning of your inking if you do inking. I would say just don't worry too much about that part. Okay, now I'm going to put this on my mat, and because I want this to be a 12 by 12, and since I don't want to waste paper, I'm gonna bring this down, and I just need to know how far down to go. And I'm not sure yet because I want to build it and see, like, well, how do I want this? And so here's where this comes in. So as I'm looking at it, you can look and see, is this a look that you want? That's a possibility. Notice that it's different than this one, right? And or is this the one that you want? that. Oh no, that is the same, isn't it? Or this. So, okay, sorry. Here we go. Or, no. Am I getting all mixed up here? Let's see here again. Oh, I know what it is. It's because I need to use this side. I had so many things I wanted to show you that, you know, when you make things and you say, oh, I could do it this way. Oh, I could do it that way. And so there are so many things I wanted to show you because look how many pieces you end up with. And I just think that's super cool. All right, so there's that way. That's what I wanted to show you. Silly me. And so I'm going to just set that there like that. And then you can do that like that. Or you could do this that matches that part there. Okay, so you can do that with that. Or your mirror, which is what I was trying to show of why to cut it out. And notice that this isn't quite a match, right? And that's okay. That's what I love about it. This is also an opposite because I cut part of it from down here. You know, I turned the paper. You could do that. Now it's more of a winding river that is not equal. So lots of choices on that. I'm going to go with this one because that's what I did over here. And one of the reasons that I chose this paper is because it is, I'm going to say universal and not specific to an event, maybe I'm going to say. And so it can be anything you want it to be. Birthday, happy day, anniversary, kids' day. So here I am looking here, and the way I decided on this one, how much room here, I really want this part to show, and I want pictures up here. And that's why I brought this down. I brought this down quite a bit. I think it was 3 inches. Yeah, I brought this down 3 inches. And then I can do something here, and I have enough here for pictures. And so I'm going to cut this off at, I'm going to cut it off 3 inches here. I can always cut more off. I can always scoot it up. But for now, I'll do that. And let's see if it's what I want. I don't want to cut too much off because then, I have to tape it back together. There we go. Okay. And then I have a little bit of paper here left to be able to tape this to. And then if this goes in a top loading or on a page, I don't have so much extra weight. So I'll go ahead and put my adhesive here. And again, I'm using this as my measuring, so I'll know if I have the page right. So that's a simple, easy page. Now I'm going to take this off and show you a few more things, and then I'll decorate it. So here's this that now I showed you the differences up here. Actually, I'm just going to show you all of them again because now that I have this here, I can bring this down here. Look how pretty that is, the contrast. Isn't that pretty? I could bring this up here and add to that, right? Isn't that pretty? I probably wouldn't bring in another color, but you can depending on what you're doing. And now your design is different. This is the other side to that paper, and this has the little eyes. So if you're doing something with for a kid's thing, that's fun. And then you have that design, the darker there. So I just love the contrast that I can do. Now on this one, I did that. I did put that piece down here. And on this one, I really like the contrast. Oh, I did want to show one other thing. adding black into a lot of these colors works really well. So I did pre-cut black so you can see what it would look like. And see on this one, I used the silver pen to be able to trace. So let's see if this matches. Some of the things that I made, I offset because I want to show you that later. So let's just take a look at how black looks. So if you wanted to do a double, look how pretty and stunning that is. Oh my goodness, I love that. So if you did this, you could then bring your black up here, or you could bring it down below and add in that look. Now, whichever way you want it to look. Isn't that fun? The colors just are so, so pretty. I'm going to leave the black there. I really like it. I had not tested it with both colors. And hopefully I don't need this black over there to show you something else. If I do, and you know, the other nice thing is I can bring it up a little bit more or scoot it down and just have a little bit. Now watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make one go down a little farther and one go up a little farther. So now I have yet another design. I think this is so much fun. Don't you? Aren't you just like, oh my goodness, this is so much fun. Right, so I do want to point out that this is that promo template. And in order to get it, you spend $75. I will post my link here if you want to place an order. And it does end on Friday. That's for $75 worth. And then there are stickers if you wanted to do the two of them. There are 6 stickers with words. And then there's a card set, so you can go up to, so 75 and then 150, you get both of these. And then 225, you get yet another card set, which I ran out of. So I won't be able to show you that one. All right, love it, love it. I'm just gonna decorate really quick. I'll put this over here and bring out a little bit about decorating. Now, when I first started Creative Memories, I said 34 years ago, I think it's either coming up on 35 or almost 34. First of all, let's see. It would be fun to put a color here if it's for, you know, I'm going to say if you want to add more color, or you can go with the tonal or these, or both. I don't know if I said, but this one is from the iced, not that baby, but this one is from the Island Waters. This color here is from Island Waters, and that one is from the Super Duper Girl. And so the stickers are also from the Island Waters stickers. But don't you think they just go so nicely together? And now that I added the black, I don't feel like I have to have something super dark to contrast. And so I may just go with something like this because it also has the white that goes with that. So I'm looking to see what I think I would use for my kids or my grandbabies, or it's your day, best wishes. I think I'm going to do it's your day because I have some pictures that would go with that. And I like words with it because I want it to describe something so that it helps me with journaling later on. And then let's see, this could go down here, but it will contrast better up here. And oh yeah, that's what I was going to say. Now I'm putting it on the left because it matches that. What we were told way back was your eyes automatically go to the right and to the center of the page. So I am going to use that concept here. Oh, and then the other thing I was going to say is that when you cluster, clustering in either 1 or 3 or 5 works really well. So as I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, oh, what else am I going to cluster it with? 1 or 2 hearts, some stars. If you feel like there's only one sticker that you're going to cluster it with, then go ahead and cut this, and then you all of a sudden have 2 stickers. So there's your 2, and all you need is 1 more. That's just a nice little shortcut to the decorating theory. And also, if you want to put more photos here and less length, then that would be this. And so, did I take that off? Yeah, I did. And so I'm going to bring this over here and then put a little star or a heart over here. And I'll go with the dark one. I'm just going to add that. Ooh, did I forget my little tiny foam squares? I'm going to grab a little one from here. I ran out last night during my tool time, and then I ran out again here. Okay, so there's my little cluster of 3, super simple. And then I would just put mats here. Notice how on this one, oh, hold on. Did I not glue that enough? Okay. Gotta put that one on a little bit better. And I wanted this one leaning. There. Oh, I see. I did not put enough there. Okay. What I did on, oh my goodness, I forgot to put adhesive there. No wonder. Like, what? How come this is not staying put? Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to lean this one up and this one not so up. There we go, and take that extra there. Things we forget to do on camera, huh? And then I can always trim that off. So these I angled because I felt like an angle was really good. The other thing I've been trying to do is, because I've been organizing and sorting all my things, is using cardstock or older papers that I find that go so well with this. And like I said, Creative Memories goes so well. These are cardstock from years ago. And so anyway, so I love that we can still combine things. All right, so now, yeah, so, I keep saying, oh, so now this. Let's show you these things here. This is the one where I did, set that over there. This is the one where I did a whole bunch of different angles. Here's the template. What I did on this one, you know what I do want to, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you because it will make more sense. We have time, right? All right, so the other thing I forgot to tell you is with your words, Creative Memories, that's how I was placing it so that I know which direction I'm going to use it if I want it to be even or equal. On this one, it may not matter, but I'll stay consistent on that. All right, so I am going to bring this all the way over, and then I'm just going to go up here. So there's that first one. Then what I want it to be more peaky like this one. So I will take this all the way up and then down, and that makes it more peaky. Is that a right word? Peaked? Something like that. And remember, because I can erase later, that's going to go up and that goes down. And I can even bring this down a little bit more. And then here, where I ended there, I can make another little design if I want. I'm just going to make another little one there. So do you see how it has a whole different, are you able to see it? I'll cut it just so you can see. It's very similar to this one. Now, the only thing about doing it this way is that if you want to do a match to it, as in another one that fits exactly with it, it can be hard because, you know, you're just moving the template around. But the match that you do have is the one that I'm cutting out here. Like, this is my match to it. I'll put this, white may be better. Put this here. And so you have a match there, right? So you can do that. But if you wanted to put it like this, that's not going to match. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Like, you won't have a match that goes exactly with it. And so anyway, and just take a look at what you can do. I mean, you can do so much with changing things around. I'll show you with this one here. See how that's more as of a peak? And then I did the same on this one. I wanted to show you that. So here's your peaked look, and then you can narrow it up, have just a little design there. Change it up to the side. Keep some of that purple there and do that. Isn't that pretty? So you can do so much with just that one way. You can make it skinnier. You can make it, the only thing back to this is that you won't have the exact match. But you know, there's nothing wrong with adding that little piece in and having a different tone there. Now this one tended to be a little bit of a busier paper here. And so I thought, well, how can I use this? It looks really good on white. This would be just a very quick, easy page. Find some of your purple from years ago or purple from now, and there's your page. Now notice that these are not a match. This is the match if you wanted it to match, but sometimes I think it looks good without matching, and I think you know what I'm talking about here. But isn't that fun how much you can do with just when you trace once, you have 2 cuts already. And if you trace twice, you have the 4. There's just a lot. And then let's see. This is another one. Let me just see if I can show you this here. I think I had played around with it so much. I think I had this to show you how you can do the black with some of the black peeking through top and bottom, and just a little bit of that showing through. That just gives it a different look. See how it's these little pieces are even. Isn't that fun? So much you can do. And then the last thing I wanted to show you is this. So this is the one that is the tropic time. And because this is the way it shows, even though you see a lot of other things, our minds can tell us, well, this is all I can do with it. But let's go back to this. You can trace it sideways. You know, you can do just that side, or you can tilt it and do a tilted look with it, just like I did on that one, so that you have nothing on the corner, or this on the corner. You could just do this. You could literally just do that on the corner and bring this down. Now let's just trace it and I'll show you. So I'm just going to do a little bit of this on the corner. I'll tilt it a little bit more, and that would be the look for that corner. Oh, that doesn't show up as much. Are you able to see that? So that would be the look for that. And if it's a plainer piece of paper, I'll do it on here. There we go. Ooh, did I? All right, I'm looking for my pen. Sometimes I stick my pens elsewhere when I'm, you know, to clear my space. Okay, so I'll do that right there. So this can just be part of your decoration for the page. And like I said, it works better with a simple paper. But look at that. I mean, we used to do this stuff all the time before. And, you know, you can be a little asymmetrical, these sides, not all 4 sides. Then it looks more, it's an uneven evenness, if that makes sense. Oh, you know what? Let me offset one of these also, just to show you what you can do by offsetting it. So back to tracing, huh? What do you think? How many of you have been around enough to remember how we used to trace a lot, because that's what we had? And so a couple of options on that, on these templates. That's just one of the things that you can do with this one. Just a quick, easy way to use that. You can intertwine them. And so let's see, where was I at on that? Well, I mean, I can just go on and, you know, I'm trying to see how to, I don't know if I can intertwine it now that I did that, but I guess I'll try to intertwine it. Let's see if I can make them intertwine just a bit. I think you understand what I'm saying, but I will see if it will work or not. Sometimes you do this stuff off the cuff, and yeah, so there, that little loopy type. Isn't that pretty? Anyway, you can just do so much fun stuff, especially if that would be good for a river look or just decorative. Okay, so finish up back to this, finish up with this and this, and the many possibilities of using these fun templates. Thank you for watching, and be looking out for my 5-Minute Friday. Also, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Ooh, you are subscribed, right? Let me just find it. Here we go. Scrapbooking with Lanita. I do have a discontinued product site also that I will post, and I'll post my link so that if you want to place your order to get these free, do it before March 31st. Did I say tomorrow? It's Friday. But anyway. All right. Thank you so much for watching.